Welcome to BVO Podcast. Today we have got something special for you. This episode is all about Clutter Control 101, and I want to challenge you to really listen in. By the end of this episode, I hope you will walk away with some helpful tips to bring a little more order to your everyday life. I'm your host, Tara Gasho, so stay tuned. There are many reasons why someone keeps their possessions, whether it be for sentimental reasons, emotional reasons, logical reasons, or they are just too overwhelmed by the amount of accumulation over the years. It is hard for some people to part with things. A lot of your possessions are here because you couldn't pass up the deal. Maybe someone gave you a gift or asked you to hold on to something for them. You might be working on a collection or you borrowed it. You might even have inherited it from a loved one. Whatever the reason you have it, it is now your responsibility to deal with it. If you have a specific deadline you need the decluttering done by, that is called downsizing. If there is no deadline, then that is called decluttering. Today, we will be talking about decluttering. As you step into the cluttered room, you may feel a sense of dread. How are you going to get through all this stuff? You need to take things in stages. You need to categorize. Try not to look at the task ahead as a huge obstacle. The first thing you need to do is divide and conquer. Divide your house into sections. I'm going to start with the kitchen. Every kitchen has a table usually. So start by cleaning off that table completely. Grab a garbage bag and grab 3 other boxes to help you with your quest. One of the boxes is a donate to charity box. As you are going through every item in your room, if you have something that is in good condition, and you don't use it anymore, but you think someone might like it or buy it, then put it into the donation box. If it is something that you deem as valuable, but you no longer use it, put it into the next box labeled to sell online. If it is an item that you no longer use that is broken, damaged, stained, then depending upon what it is, either put it into the garbage or the recycle bin. When you are tackling things like dishes and mugs, etc., you need to have a full understanding of how many you actually have. So my rule of thumb is to count all your mugs and get a total number. Take a moment to let that number sink in, as I am sure it is way too high of a number than you need. Divide that number by 3, and if you have 30 mugs, then try to cut it down to 10. Start by picking your favorite mugs. Ask your family members to pick theirs. And if you go over that number, that is fine, but try to keep close to it. Once you have reduced that number, wrap up all the excess mugs and put them into the donate to charity box. Take the time while the cupboard is empty to take a cloth and wipe out the cupboard completely. Then put back into the cupboard the mugs you selected to keep. Then you repeat the same process for your glasses, your dishes, your cutlery, your pots and pans, and everything else in your kitchen. Oftentimes, while you are cleaning one room, you find something that should be in another room. So those items you put into the third box to move to another room. By the time you finish every cupboard and every drawer you will have reduced the amount of items by 2/3. You will also have cleaned out areas in your kitchen that you haven't cleaned in years. So now take a break. You deserve it. When you have completed the first room, you should have a full box of donate to charity items, a bag full of garbage, possibly some items to relocate to another room, and maybe a couple items to sell online. So please note, if you are not technically inclined to sell items online, then you can put those items into the donate to charity box right now. You can also let your friends or family have a look at the charity box to see if they would like any items from it, because it does feel good to give away items to those that you love. Now that we have done the cupboards and the drawers in the kitchen, we should tackle the food portion. Most people have a pantry and a refrigerator. So remove every item from the pantry and put onto your kitchen table. Now look at each item carefully. What is the expiry date? So the rule of thumb is nothing should be older than 5 years old. Anything older than that, you need to put into the garbage for your health and safety of those around you. Best to have current best before dates. If there is an item of food that is not expired, but you don't think you will ever eat it, then put it into a charity box as well, because many charitable organizations have a food component to them, like Beaver Valley Outreach in Thornbury, We have a food cubby that helps to provide food to families in need in the local area. After you have finished checking out the expiry dates and discarding the old food items, you'll be left with what you are keeping. Take the time now to clean out the shelves of the pantry with a cloth before you put the items back into it. If you are throwing something out due to an expiry date, but you use it all the time, then be sure to add that item to your weekly shopping list so you can replace it with a new one. Now, we move to the refrigerator. You can repeat the same process as the pantry. If you have fruits or vegetables that have spoiled, be sure to throw them into the green bin and recycle any plastic or cardboard containers. The refrigerator should be emptied completely. Once emptied, you need to scour the shelves with a cloth and the drawers. It has probably been a while since you've done this, so be sure to look closely at the expiry dates, especially on the condiments. Because they are not used very often, they are often the things that are mostly expired. After you have completed the pantry and the refrigerator and all the drawers and cupboards, the only thing left to do is surface clean. So wipe down the walls, the counters, the cupboards, the table, and clean the microwave and the oven. Congratulations, you have officially decluttered your kitchen. Now take that box of Donate to Charity and put it directly into your car. The next time you are near the charitable organization, be sure to drop it off. Take the bag of garbage out to your bins and discard the green bin contents into the outside green bin. Take that box that is full of items to move to another room and go to the next room you want to clean. Is there anything in that box that belongs in the new room that you have entered? If so, take that item out of the box and put it into the room where it is supposed to be. If you are finding this process too hard to do on your own, ask for help. Check with your friends, family, or a local declutter specialist. There are professionals that might be able to assist you. Let us move into the bedroom now. Clothing tends to be the hardest thing to part with. One thing I know for certain about clothing is that if it does not fit you, I guarantee you will not wear it. So start with your boxes again, charity, sell, and move to another room. Go into your closet and pull out all of the clothing. Lay them on their hangers on your bed. One by one, you need to try everything on. Anything that does not fit you, be sure to put directly in the charity box. If anything has holes in it, zippers don't work, it smells weird, or missing buttons, then those items need to go into the garbage bag, as a charity shop is not going to be able to sell those. Check out our website at www.bvo.ca for a complete list of what donations we accept. Once you've tried everything on and donated the items that didn't fit, then you are left with a whole lot of hangers and a large pile of clothing still. Go back through the items that fit you and ask yourself if you still love this item. If the answer is no, then out it goes to donations. If it is something that you have put on and then change your mind over and over again, then donate it. Only keep the items that fit you and you love. Once you have your items sorted, then you can hang them up in your closet. I would strongly recommend that you change over to the felt hangers if you are still using plastic hangers, as the plastic hangers take up a lot of space in your closet. The felt hangers reduce the amount of space you are using in half. That may come in handy, as you can put more clothing into your closet space from the other areas of your room. It's time to tackle the drawers. Using the same method, you need to try everything on. Anything that does not fit should be put into the charity box donation. You may also come across drawers full of socks and undergarments. Those also need to be tried on. If they are damaged in any way, they go into the garbage. If they are brand new, still in packaging but never used, those items would be for donations. Be sure to take the time to wipe out the drawers when you have them emptied. With regards to socks, if they don't have a match, throw them out. If you have a bag somewhere in your home that is full of single socks, it is time to let them go. So if any socks has a hole in it, no, you are not going to mend it. It is time to throw them out. I know this process can become tedious and time-consuming, but if you do this once at this level, then the rest of the time you just need to maintain it, which is so much easier. Once you are done going through the drawers and the closet, that is the majority of the bedroom. The rest would be cleaning. Unless you have the dreaded junk drawer, of course. That is always the worst thing to tackle, as there's so much that has to go into other places in the house or that you don't really need. So save the junk drawer and the medicine cabinet for another day. Today you have done enough clutter control. You have done 2 big rooms now. It's time to reward yourself for a job well done. Think of all the space you now have. Think of all the great donations that you have given to charity. And think of all the stress you have just eliminated from your life. Great job. This episode of Clutter Control 101 was brought to you by Beaver Valley Outreach. Beaver Valley Outreach is located at 54 King Street East in Thornbury, Ontario. Our donation bins are located on the side of the building and are open 24/7 unless specified otherwise. Did you know that all the money raised by sales at BVO Treasure Shop are used to run all the programs and service we offer? Check out our website at www.bvo.ca to see what we offer. Now you can follow us on Facebook at BVO Treasure Shop or Beaver Valley Outreach. It is with your donations that we can continue to make good things happen in our community. That's it for today's episode of BVO Podcast. I hope Clutter Control 101 gave you some fresh ideas and motivation to tackle the chaos in your space, one step at a time. Thanks so much for tuning in. If you found this helpful, be sure to share it with a friend and subscribe. Or follow us so you don't miss out on future episodes. I'm Tara Gasho. Until next time, take care and stay organized.